see what is there in today's episode. Now let us see what are the learning outcomes of this lesson. So at the end of this lesson, we will know what is menarche, what is menopause, and what are the main different stages of menstrual cycle. So the first phase is the menstrual phase, next comes the follicular phase, then the ovulatory phase, and last but not the least is the luteal phase. Now let us see what is menarche and menopause. Now in this slide we will discuss about what is menarche and menopause. Now we all know that at the age of 12 or 13 years, all females as well as males will reach a stage called puberty. Now the stage of puberty is actually marked by the appearance of secondary sexual characteristics in both male as well as in female. Now in female, what happens? In this stage the menstruation starts. That is, at the age of 12 or 13 years of age, the menstruation starts, and which is called menarche. Now this is happening at the age of puberty, that is 12 to 13 years, when the reproductive system matures and it becomes capable of reproducing. So secondary sexual characteristics also appear at this time, or at this age rather. And what is menopause? Now at the age of 45 to 50 years, this menstruation, which is a general monthly occurrence in females, it will stop, and this permanent stoppage in a female is called menopause. So the monthly occurrence which starts, or the onset of this at the age of 12 to 13 years, is called menarche, and which is stopping permanently at the age of 45 to 50 years is called the menopause. So during this time, actually what happens, the ovulation and the menstruation will stop, and all the reproductive organ which were till now functioning will decrease in their size, because there is a permanent stoppage of the monthly cycle or menstruation. Now let us see what is this menstrual cycle and what are the different stages and how does it happen in a human female. Now let us start with the different phases of menstrual cycle. Now first we have discussed is the menstrual phase, second comes the follicular phase, then the ovulatory phase, and last comes the luteal phase. Now here in this diagram you just see in all these phases there are changes in body temperature, there are certain hormonal level changes like follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, LH, estrogen, progesterone. They all have different levels, or the changes of the hormone in our body varies in different phases. Now here you can see as the ovarian cycle comes from one phase to another, this ovum also, this follicle also changes its shape. So that we will discuss in the next slides. Now this is the uterus. The uterus lining also changes. So this is changing gradually in different stages of menstrual cycle. So this is all we will discuss in this full video. So this is day 1 of the menstrual cycle, and this is full phase between one menstrual cycle till the next starting of another one. So generally we call it's a cycle of 28 days. So during each menstrual cycle, an ovum is actually matured and it is released. We can see here the pointer, the ovum is getting matured here and it is released. Now the onset of menstrual cycle is counted from the day of onset, day 1, to the next onset till about the next 28 days. Now let us discuss about the 4 phases of menstrual cycle. Here comes the first phase of menstrual cycle, which is the menstrual phase. Now here we can see the diagram of the uterus. What is it? It is the phase where the menstrual flow is occurring. What is happening? This is the menstrual cycle starts here, during which here the cellular lining of the uterus and the blood is the blood flow is starting, and the cellular lining of the uterus with the blood flow, it is shedding off. Okay, it is shedding off. This process actually continues for 3 to 5 days, and this flow comes out through the vagina. So this is the shedding off of the menstrual lining along with the blood, and this is continuing for 3 to 5 days. And here this phase, the ovary starts to form a new egg in a follicle. So this phase, the ovary starts to form a new egg in a follicle. This phase is continuing for 3 to 5 days. Now next to which, what phase is there? Let us see. Now, till now I have discussed about only the first phase of menstrual cycle, that is the menstrual phase. Now this comes the second phase, or the follicular phase of menstrual cycle. Now before starting this phase, I will tell you that those who have not gone through the video of the structure of female reproductive system, please go through it, or else you will not understand this menstrual cycle video. There is a link coming up on the top. Please do click on that link, and I have added a card. You click on that card and you will get to know what are the main structures of a female reproductive system. That was my previous video. Now if you like my channel, please do like and share it, and don't ever forget to subscribe to my channel, so that whenever I am posting my updates, you will get to know it at first, so that you can keep the continuation of my lessons. So generally I continue to a lesson in a proper manner, so that you can read it continuously and share it for the sake of your friends who are also staying at home and who can also get benefit from my lessons. Now let us start with this phase of menstrual cycle, which is follicular phase. Now from the 5th day to the 13th day, what is happening? The onset of the second phase of menstrual cycle starts, where the growth and maturation of the Graafian follicle takes place. Now suppose this is the Graafian follicle, it is being matured, and now the Graafian follicle is matured enough, and the ovum inside the ovary, it is in the full maturation state. Now it is consisting the egg cell or the ovum, you can see here, and the mass surrounding it. The Graafian follicle, what hormone does it secrete? It secretes estrogen hormone. Now this hormone stimulates this uterus to prepare itself to receive the ovum. Now from here, or from here rather, these two are the ovaries on the either side of the uterus. So here suppose the Graafian follicle is here. It is in the full matured state, and the egg cell or the ovum is also matured. Now before the ovum is released through the fallopian tube and it reaches the uterus lining also needs to prepare itself. So how does it prepare itself? It will prepare itself with the help of the hormone which is being secreted by the Graafian follicle. So the hormone is estrogen hormone. Now as it is ready for the receiving of the ovum, and the endometrium begins to develop itself. So how it is developing? It will grow rapidly and develop a dense network of blood vessels here. So it will be very dense, thick blood vessel lining will form here. Now in the next phase, the ovum will be released, and that will be the ovulatory phase. Is it clear, dear students, everyone? Now the follicle is matured. It is Graafian follicle is releasing estrogen. The endometrium or the uterus lining is preparing itself and making it rich with blood vessels, and it is making itself capable of receiving the ovum. Now let us see in the next slide what we are having. Now this is the third phase, or the ovulatory phase. Now in this phase, the ovum is released and the ovulation takes place. Now the cells, the Graafian follicle ruptures as the ovum is released. In the previous slide, we have seen the Graafian follicle in its mature state. It is rupturing. Here you can see it is rupturing at the end of 13th day, almost in 14th or 15th day, it's rupturing, and the cells of the ruptured follicle form the corpus luteum, which in turn again starts secreting progesterone. Now till now, make it very clear that till now Graafian follicle was secreting estrogen. Now as soon as the ovum is released from the Graafian follicle, it becomes corpus luteum, and which in turn starts secreting progesterone. Now the release of ovum from the ovary is called ovulation. So this is the phase where ovulation occurs. Now in this phase you can see all the hormones are reaching the peak. Now this is the luteinizing hormone in yellow. You can see here LH. It is at the peak. The follicle stimulating hormone is being secreted, but it is not at its peak. But the estrogen hormone is at its peak. Now in the next phase, as the corpus luteum starts secreting progesterone, in the luteal phase, the progesterone hormone is at its peak. So remember in your mind this chart. So during ovulation, the LH and the estrogen is at its peak. And after ovulation, the progesterone will be at its peak. Now, what happens? The ovum reaches the fallopian tube, and on the 13th or the 14th day, and remains there up to the 16th day. So it is till 16th day, it is probably the phase where it is staying in the fallopian tube on the 13th and 14th and remains there up to the 16th. Okay, so till this, it is the fertile period. So here we can see this is probably the fertile period. From 12th to 16th, it will be the fertile period when this ovum is in the fallopian tube. If the sperm comes and meets the ovum in the fallopian tube, the fertilization will take place. So that we will study fertilization and implantation in the next video. Now let us be clear about the ovulatory phase. So ovum is released here, Graafian follicle ruptures, it forms the corpus luteum, which secretes progesterone and other hormones we have seen here, which are being secreted at high in our body. Now the temperature of our body is also high at this stage, and the ovum stays in the fallopian tube from the 13th till the 16th day. Now the next phase will be the luteal phase, or the last phase of menstrual cycle. Now this is the last phase of menstrual cycle. So what is happening here? After the ovum is released and it has been staying in the fallopian tube and it is not getting fertilized. So perhaps till 16th day of the menstrual cycle, it was staying in the fallopian tube and it was not getting fertilized by any sperm during the ovulatory period. Now then it starts degenerating, and at the end of the 28th day, this ovum, what will happen? It will be rejected along with the uterus or the uterine lining. And actually in this phase, it starts the slow disintegration. So the uterine lining as well as the ovum, they all start disintegrating, and they are preparing for the next menstrual cycle, rather the next menstrual bleeding. And the empty Graafian follicle turns into the corpus luteum, we have told, and in this phase the progesterone is at its highest peak. So it is being secreted largely by this corpus luteum. So after this completion of 16 to 28 days, the uterus along with the ovum will shed all its blood and it will come out through the vagina. But during this phase, actually the vulva is dry and sticky, the cervix is closed by a mucus like thing, and it is almost the infertile period. So if at this stage also a sperm enters, no fertilization will occur because the ovum has reached the uterus. So when the fertilization occurs only if the ovum is in the fallopian tube. As long it is in the fallopian tube, the fertilization will take place. As and when it comes near the endometrium or in the uterus, no fertilization will occur. So this is the post-ovulatory or mostly the infertile phase. And after this only, again the menstrual phase comes, which is the menstrual cycle beginning or the bleeding of the uterus. So the uterus along with the ovum starts bleeding. This is the previous phase of that, and it is preparing for the menstrual cycle. So is it clear to everyone? If you are having any doubts, please do write it and please do comment. Don't forget to like and share my channel. And as of now, this episode is complete. Please do go through it and please do read it in your textbook also, so that when you are reading my videos, it is a very clear thing that when I post the next video, it is a very clear concept which helps you to recall the previous lessons. Thank you.